Good morning, beautiful lights. How are we this morning? What is the card reading message for today? What is it? What is it we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? What is it? What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? Okay, let's see. Oh, we have the Six of Swords. So today sees us removing ourselves from a situation where, see all the swords in that boat, right? That's like all life's lessons learned up to that point. So like we've learned something about the situation that we may find ourselves in today, and we're turning our back on something and moving away. Or maybe we're moving towards something, okay? And it's still a little bit of mental energy around, but there's kind of this surrender that is coming along that says, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate, put up with, be that person anymore. I'm not going to tolerate that level of thinking anymore. I'm not going to communicate that way. Anything at all that the swords have to do with, which is your thoughts, your beliefs, the way you communicate, that kind of thing. That's what is today is indicating that you're going to move away from or move more towards something, because you've learned, because the swords represent all of the thoughts in there, and maybe it's your little collective community of thoughts that you're now heading towards, and you're like, oh, these are my people over here, as opposed to where you have been. So there's a little bit of finding ourselves today, moving away from something and moving towards something. And now when I look at what the subconscious card is for today, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knight of Pentacles can be quite stubborn because you'll see that he's not moving there, right? But he can also be extremely methodical. He's quite stable, and he is presenting his resources or saying, hey, this is what I've learned and this is how I'm going to apply it. So these two cards together would like indicate that the learning and the moving away from and the moving into something new, that the subconscious part is wanting to apply that. It's wanting to say, here's what I've learned, here's what I know to be true for me, that is my part of the truth, and move into that space and like be quite solid in that. So where you're moving to is quite stable ground. It shows for you quite stable ground. It shows in the background there. That's actually a field, and that field has been ploughed as you look at it. So that's referring to the work that's been done already. So there's not really any more work to do once you make the decision, right? So the decision is going to be around the things that you've learned, your beliefs, your attitudes, the way you communicate, or the way others communicate, and what their beliefs are may not be where you're at anymore. So that is the message for today. I hope that makes sense. And being a Tuesday, the podcast for the tarot dealers has dropped today. So go and check that out and see what Trent and I are on about. And of course, if you want to purchase my book, you can find that on my website, which is lulufletcher.com.au. So have the most amazing day, and I will catch you beautiful people next time. Big, big, big love.